map. They also fixed an issue where changing fire rate while ADS deployed the drone. Now this is something that I came across several times, and it actually got me killed several times because you had to wait until the little menu popped up on your screen to actually change your fire rate, otherwise it would automatically deploy your drone. Also, they fixed an issue where the L3 GP night vision goggles block the weapon reticule while in third person view. There are also a number of improvements made to the issue where scopes would flicker when a player was aimed down sight. Also, when it comes to the Ghost War, sniper weapons no longer one shot while using the Rolling Thunder perk. There are also fixes implemented into the Ghost War stat tracking, and with that, Ghost War stats are now displayed correctly in the loadout menus. Also, shooting downed enemies will no longer trigger hit confirmations. Also, there is a new cooldown feature with the ping system to avoid people spamming the ping system. And we also talked about this in my video the other day, but players can now do a camera shoulder swap while in cover, and it will also rotate the main player on the spot. This is something I saw a lot of people talking about, that they were really frustrated that you couldn't actually shoulder swap while you were in cover. You had to remove yourself from that cover, do a shoulder swap, and then stick yourself back to that cover. That is no longer the case. Also, there is a huge change when it comes to the current stamina system in Ghost Recon Breakpoint. We touched on this in my video that I put up the other day, but the base stamina has been increased by 66%, as well as the stamina regen speed has been increased by 75%, and they also reduced the stamina consumed when you are sliding down a hill by 50%. And I am a little bit confused about that last one because there is a passive skill in the game, in the actual skill tree, that reduces the stamina consumed when sliding by 50%. I am definitely going to be curious to see how that is going to work if you have that passive skill equipped, because they've already reduced the stamina consumed when sliding by 50% now included in the stamina system, so that should be really interesting to see how that's going to work. They also realigned the angle of the panoramic night vision goggles to align better with the character's eyes, and I did see quite a few people talking about this, that they looked really weird on the character's head. And for those of you guys out there that are kind of into the milsim community and stuff like that, when it comes to your character looking exactly how they are supposed to, I know this was something that was bugging a lot of players. Now moving on, there were a number of AI improvements and bug fixes, as well as the animation and audio department, but those are very specific, and like I said, there will be a link to the patch notes down below in the description if you guys want to go check those out for yourself. But there were a couple of adjustments to the camera angle in Ghost Recon Breakpoint. So they fixed an issue where the camera could pass through the Tavor assault rifle, and I actually had this happen quite a few times, as well as they fixed the camera stability issue when players stopped to turn while in ADS. Also, there were a number of gameplay changes, but I'm just going to kind of mention a few of these that I thought were really important. So frag grenades will now deal more damage to vehicles, and this is something that I kind of thought should be in the game already, because frag grenades when it comes to vehicles don't do a lot of damage, especially when it comes to turrets. And I know that doesn't classify as a vehicle, but I feel as if grenades should definitely do more damage against turrets. They also fixed an issue where some players could not reach rank 10 of the field medic. I saw quite a few people talking about this because you do unlock the 416 scout when you reach rank 10 of the field medic class, and I saw quite a few people talking about this being the fact that some of the challenges that were required to reach rank 10 were not tracking properly. Now moving on to the cover system, like we talked about earlier in the video, you can now do a shoulder swap while you're in cover, and it will also rotate the main player on the spot. Also, lean aiming is now available from a wider distance, and the avatar is less likely to be seen, as well as looking over and peeking off of a cover is now easier to do when holding the movement input towards the cover. They also fixed a bug where ammunition was not received after being picked up. So I saw a couple of people talking about this over on Twitter, being the fact that they would go over ammo on the ground, it would show that they picked it up, but it would not actually calculate that they picked it up. Also, there were a bunch of bug fixes when it comes to the in-game missions in Ghost Recon Breakpoint. These are very specific, so make sure to check the patch notes down below in the description if you guys want all of the nitty-gritty details with that. Now moving on to the photo mode, they fixed an issue in photo mode where no visible change occurred when setting grain parameter values higher than 16, which I'm not sure why you'd want to do that. That would just make the image very fuzzy. They also fixed some visual issues in photo mode when the camera is underwater, which I have never even tried. I did not even know that you could do that. There is also now a message in-game informing players that they cannot use photo mode when the drone is deployed. They also fixed an issue in photo mode where sometimes the camera would go underneath of the map, and that would definitely make for some interesting photos. Also, there were a number of changes to the Ghost War PvP, but I did mention a couple of the main points earlier in the video. If you guys want to know all of these small adjustments that they have made, make sure to check the patch notes down in the description. Also, when it comes to the vehicles, they fixed an issue where some convoys would spawn vertically into the ground. I have not actually seen this, but that would definitely be very interesting to see. And they also fixed an issue where helicopters spawn from Erewhon would sometimes be damaged. I actually noticed this quite a bit, that there were several times when I got into a helicopter that I spawned at Erewhon and either the windshield was broken or the helicopter was already smoking and I have not even entered it yet. Now when it comes to the visuals, they fixed an issue where thermal vision in binoculars was not working properly at night. And this is something that I noticed happened to me a few times because I am one that uses the binoculars almost in every situation. So now moving on to the weapons, they fixed an issue where the Maul laser was overlapping with the built-in iron sight of the A2 ASR. And this is not actually a weapon I use very often, so I didn't really notice that, but definitely make sure that you guys are using the Maul laser. I did a video on this. I will link that down in the description below, but it is definitely the best rail attachment in the game currently. They also fixed an issue that allowed the P227 to penetrate heavy helmets and one-shot enemies. So this is something that I have noticed that has happened to me a few times with the P227 one-shotting the heavy enemies, but I really feel as if being that it's PvE, I think they should have left that in the game. They also fixed an issue with the shotguns with the pellet spread when it comes to one-shotting your enemy. There was also an issue with the Zastava sniper rifle that you actually got for taking down Rosebud that was not allowing its unique ability to work properly, and it can now pierce helmets as designed, as well as flashbangs can now blind through vegetation such as low bushes. And this is something that I think is going to be really prominent now in PvP, because in PvP even the smallest of objects was stopping a flashbang from working as it's intended. Also a few world changes that were instituted into the game, so they fixed a bug where players could get stuck behind Maria's shop in Erewhon, as well as they removed floating objects in the Aroa data farm. They also fixed an issue that prevented players from accessing the Skell's Last Log collectible, and they also removed a hole in the map near the White Ridge bivouac at Mount Hogson, and they also removed a prop structure that was floating in the middle of the ocean. So I've seen quite a few people that actually made videos on this box that was kind of floating out in the ocean, and with this being in the patch notes, that was not intended on being there and has been since removed. And they also fixed an issue where the water animation did not trigger when a helicopter hovered over the water, and that is just a brief look into the patch notes. Like I said, they will be linked down in the description below if you guys want to go check them out in their entirety. But overall, that's pretty much going to do it for the video. If you guys enjoyed it, you guys found it helpful, you guys are excited about some of these changes coming.
And they also fixed the sink shot drone. Yeah, with the let's see. Someone gave me 6 back, so there's got to be a way to get them back.
What's up, guys? Dark Deli here, playing Ghost Recon Break. What we're going to do is left. Now, here's where it's too good to pass up. So we're going to go ahead and deploy 3 more. Bit of an extra complicated. Guys, I hit like 1 guy. Oh, 3.
We're watching you. Don't screw around.
Tone, what's up, man?
Yeah.
You seen Sean?
What is that?
Yeah, I haven't seen that motherfucker.
Right up here. Oh, I survived all those fucking shots, bro. God damn. Who did you shoot? Grenade launcher? Grenade launcher right to the face.
Mm.
Oh my God.
Alright, I'll jump on Division after I finish this one. I'll hit you up. Hey, what up, buddy? Hey, Buster, don't act like you ain't gonna answer the phone, motherfucker. I know you're off work. Give me a call, man. Hit me up. Jump on a voice chat, something. All right. First. JB, what you doing, man? Hello, my friend. What's up, you crazy motherfucker? I just jumped on this damn game again. I was on with Ace and them earlier. Ace? Nah, Recon. Fuck Division. I'm on now. I played Division yesterday, man. Man, now I know why I ain't playing it. We did heroic, what you call Roosevelt Island, right? So we gonna try to two-man it, right? Now I know I ain't got the right shit. You know, I still got my old gear. You know, so I go in there. Man, I'm sitting next to Dirt. I die, right? That's cool. He can pick me up. I send my drone back out. We'll get him, right? I send my damn... Once I die, he can't pick me up. Now, the only reason why I was pissed about it is because it's heroic. You know, if both of us die, we start all the way at the beginning of the game. I'm like, man, fuck that. He was like, why are you getting so upset? I said, because I've been playing Ghost Recon, and I ain't had that many glitches. Now, I've had some fucked up glitches the last couple of days. You pull out your rocket, and you can't shoot a weapon. But it does come back. Yeah. Man, you jumping on? Okie doke. Alright, I'll make a voice check. JB. What up, what up, what up? Yeah, they did an update to Ghost Recon, right? Yeah, see what I was doing with my sync shot is I can line up 3 people to sync shot, right? Pull my sync shot back and then get more sync, get more drones. That's why I was sync shotting all the time. What's up, Dirk?
What's going on, bro?
Right. I was telling him they just did an update yesterday or last night. With the sync shot drone, you could actually highlight 3 guys and then take your sync shot down, and then it would give you extra back. So you could be down to 1, line up 3, pull it, go to your syringe, go back, and now you'd have 4. You see what I'm saying?
Damn.
That's why I was sync shotting all the time.
I don't know if you got that shit down. I don't. Man, you just spoke the whole phone
But somehow or another,
Fuck, he speaks foreign language to someone who works for the government. God damn. You been drinking again, ain't you?
yeah, well,
I actually had a drink before I left work, Tej.
damn.
So, my way out the door. Hang on, let me take it. Hey,
Yeah, so they got something going on now because I got down to my last one and I tried to do that shit and it didn't work, right? So I said, okay, well fuck it. I'm out of shots. I'll just go ahead and finish this base off and then I'll come back, right? So I finished the base off and all of a sudden I had all my shots again. Well, I had 6. I was like, damn, where the fuck they come from?
You know, another cheating way is
The
if you
supply issue
sync
seems
shots
most
and then your
pressing.
player in your
Should I
team
run to the store for you?
has,
That'd be
sync
great.
shots. That person
In this
can run
case,
to
the store is a
bivouac,
Sentinel
reload,
transport
come back,
stuffed with medical supplies.
And
somehow
Wanna grab
the
it and
glitch
bring it here?
gives you back
Sure.
all your stuff.
Just make sure you aren't following. And
I don't know
open
if it'll
up
work
before
today
you
though,
get out.
cause they switched that
Sentinel
shit.
doesn't like
That
their
motherfucker
guys
don't work
to go
today.
missing.
That right there is the reason why you probably can't do your sync shot now.
Yeah.
It's probably all tied in with each other.
I'm like, man, that's crazy.
Yeah,
So.
they did some kind of update today.
Yeah. I just streamed that one. I went through it. Yeah, Division gonna have to wait for me. Huh?
Satan sick.
Uh-oh, what's wrong? Oh, damn.
That's why it's getting cold. Hell ain't freezing over.
It's cold.
You mean her head gonna spin around again and she gonna tell me, your mother sucks cocks in hell?
Her head spinning around. I'm walking.
You know?
Hey, babe, are you alright?
Oh, damn.
Why you gonna turn the Wi-Fi off?
Why she always so violent? Tell her kick you in the nuts, leave the Wi-Fi on.
Hold on, wait a minute, man. I was on Instagram today, right? Let me find this shit, man. Boy, if I didn't bust out laughing. You know, everybody got these long fucking names, so you don't know who it is. Till I looked again, I was like, yo, that's motherfucking DM wife wrote that shit.
Uh-oh.
Find this shit. Hold on, man.
I wrote what?
That shit was fucking hilarious. Hold on, let me find this shit. I'm gonna read it to you. Boy, I went in my desk dying laughing.
She got motherfuckers laughing at work. Look at this.
Like, I'm sitting at my desk like, hey, what the fuck? Hold on, let me find this shit.
Yeah, Dirt, it'll be a minute before I get back to fucking Division. That glitching shit yesterday really pissed me off, man.
Yeah, that was crazy that even happened to you, man.
It wasn't even that. I couldn't figure out how the fuck can I shoot somebody with the Nemesis and I can't drop him. I get a fresh guy, no damage done to him, but I can take him out with a regular sniper rifle. What the fuck was that?
Be like that sometimes.
Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes. Cause I wound up using my Nemesis yesterday, and I was able to just take motherfuckers out with one blow.
Man, I'm like, what the fuck?
But they say that the Nemesis, I don't know, I don't think it was actually nerfed, but how they end up raising the damage. I mean, the damage to some of these guns to like the NPCs and shit.
Yeah.
The Nemesis is now they got it pretty much what it's made to be used with the aces.
Yeah.
If you run an aces, then you know you should definitely one shot a motherfucker with no problem.
Yeah, now that was confusing because yesterday when we were doing a heroic, you had aces on and I wasn't getting the damage. And I'm like, oh, come on, man. And this motherfucker?
Hey, hold on, y'all. Let me read this shit for you, right? So I'm sitting at my desk and I pop up Instagram.
Damn.
Shorty, this is what D.L.Y. put on his joint. Man, I fell the fuck out on the floor. Females with good pussy never announce it. They just sit back and watch a nigga go crazy.
Yeah.
Damn.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
When he licking you, when he licking up and down on your pussy, but you just want him to focus on your fucking clit. I'm like, yo, Steve, where you been getting this shit from?
Gotta make sure my fans are in the thing.
Oh.
Hey, Slim, I said at my desk today was like, man, what in the fuck? Yo, this is like
She
shit
handing out free lessons.
Hey, man. I'm gonna send it to a couple of them. Let me stop. Shit.
Let me go ahead and put this Panther bullshit
Don't
on.
stop now.
Get it.
Nah,
Mm.
I'm gonna leave that comment alone.
You just send it to a couple bitches.
Oh. Hey, so what's wrong with you? How'd you get sick? What happened?
Smoking that motherfucker weed.
Ah, that was Echelon on the mic.
You know what I be doing, alright?
Yeah, we do. You put it on Instagram. What do you mean we don't know what you're doing?
Drugs are bad.
Shit, you already let us know. I'm gonna tell DM nigga, you better not say, oh fuck when you put it in. Nigga, that shit over with.
He says it
I
every
got a
single
cold
time.
sniper beer for you know.
Where the hell did
That you can use with either sniper, fucking,
He
yeah, by
said it
then I'm gonna
yesterday
say
morning when stuff did.
Man. You a morning man too? Yeah, I'm a morning man too.
Fuck that. I ain't no morning man. I don't want your sticky ass breath. I don't want your rain. I don't want your head. I don't want none of that shit.